Rain pounds San Francisco as Ethan Carter stares at a failing AI code, his father's ultimatum echoing, "Fix it or lose everything." Then, Lila Nguyen, a barista with a coder's mind, steps in, sparking a journey that could change it all. The rain drums softly against the windows of Bean & Code, a trendy coffee shop tucked into San Francisco's vibrant Mission District. Inside, the clatter of keyboards blends with the rich aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the low murmur of startup founders pitching ideas. Ethan Carter, 27, sits at a worn wooden table in the corner, his laptop screen casting a pale glow on his face. His tailored blazer and polished shoes scream tech royalty, but the dark circles under his eyes tell a different story. As the heir to Carter Tech, a rising AI powerhouse, Ethan has spent his life under the crushing weight of his father Richard's expectations. Every decision, every misstep has been dissected and judged. Today, that weight feels heavier than ever. Ethan stares at a tangled mess of code, muttering under his breath, "Come on, you've got to be kidding me. Why is this algorithm choking?" He tugs at his hair, frustration bubbling up. A voice breaks through, warm and teasing. "Code giving you a headache? Or is it just a bad day to be a tech prince?" Ethan looks up to see Lila Nguyen, 25, leaning against the table, her barista apron slightly askew. Her dark hair is swept into a loose ponytail, and her smile is disarming, like she's in on a secret he hasn't figured out yet. She nods at his screen. "Want a second pair of eyes? I'm no genius, but I've wrestled a few bugs in my time." Ethan blinks, caught off guard. Sure. Knock yourself out." Lila slides into the seat across from him, her fingers moving swiftly over the keys. Within moments, she spots the culprit. "Missing bracket on line 53, and your loop's got a logic error." She taps the screen, grinning. "Run it now." Ethan hits execute, and the code springs to life, flawless. He lets out a low whistle. "Damn, you're good. How'd you catch that so fast?" Lila shrugs, standing. "Years of late-night coding, and too much coffee. Plus, I'm stubborn." She winks and heads back to the counter, leaving Ethan staring after her, a spark of curiosity igniting. That night, Ethan's phone buzzes with a video call from Richard. The man's face fills the screen, his gray eyes cold and unyielding. "Ethan, I'm done coddling you. Our AI division's a disaster, losing money, missing deadlines. You've got 3 months to fix it, or I'm handing the company to someone with actual spine." Ethan's jaw clenches, his voice tight. "I can handle it, Dad." Richard snorts. "Handle it? You've been coasting on my name your whole life. Prove me wrong, or you're out." The call cuts off, and Ethan slumps against his apartment wall, the city's skyline glittering mockingly through the window. The next week is a blur of chaos at Carter Tech's sleek downtown office. The AI project meant to power autonomous vehicles is unraveling. Engineers bicker, deadlines slip, and their biggest client, Baxter Industries, threatens to walk. Ethan tries to lead like his father's sharp commands, zero tolerance for errors, but it backfires. During a tense meeting, an engineer named Javier snaps, "We're burning out, Ethan. Stop acting like your dad and start listening." Ethan storms out, his confidence crumbling, and finds himself back at Bean & Code, the only place that feels like a refuge. Lila's there steaming milk behind the counter. She spots his slumped shoulders and tosses him a dish rag. "Rough day, huh? Help me clean tables." "It's cheaper than therapy." Ethan chuckles, grabbing the rag. As they wipe down surfaces, he spills his frustrations. "My dad's got me on a leash. This project's a nightmare, and I'm drowning. If I fail, I'm done at Carter Tech." Lila listens, her eyes steady. "Sounds like you're trying to be someone you're not. My dad always said, 'Lai Chin Min, be yourself.' You've got to find your own way, Ethan." He looks at her, struck by her quiet strength. "How do you stay so calm?" She smirks. "Years of practice. And caffeine." Their late-night chats become a lifeline. Ethan learns Lila's story, piece by piece, She's a self-taught coder, juggling freelance gigs to pay off her father's medical bills. One evening, as they close up the shop, Lila opens up. "My dad's got a bad heart. After Mom died, the hospital bills just kept coming. I was at Berkeley studying comp sci, but I had to drop out to work. This job's flexible, pays decent, and lets me code on the side." Ethan's chest tightens. "That's heavy, Lila. You're carrying all that alone." She shrugs, her voice soft but firm. "Not alone. I've got Dad, and he's a fighter. But if you're offering help, I'm good." "I don't take handouts." Ethan nods, respecting her pride. "Fair enough. But I'm here if you change your mind." Lila's resilience lights a fire in Ethan. He starts rethinking his approach at work. Instead of barking orders, he hosts open brainstorming sessions, encouraging his team to share ideas. He even brings Lila in for an unofficial consult, her insights into their AI algorithm proving sharper than anyone's. Javier, initially skeptical, admits she's got skills. "Where'd you find her?" Ethan grins. "Best coffee shop in town." Slowly, the project gains traction, and the team's morale lifts. Outside work, Ethan and Lila grow closer. One night, they wander to the Embarcadero, the bay's waves lapping against the pier. The city lights dance on the water, and Ethan opens up about his childhood. Growing up, it was always, "Do better, Ethan. Nothing I did was enough for Dad. I just want him to look at me and see me." Lila nods, her voice gentle. "I know that feeling. My parents came from Vietnam with nothing. They pinned all their hopes on me. Sometimes I worry I'm letting them down." Ethan turns to her, his heart pounding. "You're not letting anyone down, Lila. You're the strongest person I know." She smiles, and for a moment their hands brush the air, crackling with unspoken feelings. But the pressure mounts. Richard calls with a new challenge, a make-or-break meeting with Mr. Baxter, the head of Baxter Industries. "He's our shot at saving the AI division, Ethan. Don't screw this up." Ethan's stomach twists. Baxter's a traditionalist, only trusts family men. Thinks it shows character. Ethan's single, and the dinner's in 10 days. Desperate, he confides in Lila at Bean and code, his voice low. "I need someone to pose as my girlfriend for this dinner. It's insane, I know, but it could seal the deal." Lila leans back, her eyebrow arched. "So you're asking me to play your fake girlfriend? That's a plot twist." Ethan rubs his neck, sheepish. "Only if you're cool with it. I don't want to make things weird." Lila studies him, then grins. "Let's do it. I'm done being invisible. Time to shake things up." They dive into prep mode, spending evenings at Lila's cramped apartment, surrounded by takeout boxes and laptops. Lila drills Ethan on his pitch, pushing him to own his vision. "You've got to sell the dream, Ethan, not just the tech." He coaches her on navigating a high-stakes dinner, laughing as they practice clinking wine glasses. "And don't call me sir. When we're fake dating, okay," Ethan teases. Lila rolls her eyes. "Fine, but you're buying the wine next time." Their banter flows easily, but stolen glances hint at something deeper. The night of the dinner arrives. They step into a chic restaurant perched above San Francisco Bay, the city's skyline shimmering through floor-to-ceiling windows. Lila, radiant in a deep green dress, links arms with Ethan, who looks sharp in a navy suit. Mr. Baxter and his wife Helen greet them with warm handshakes. Lila effortlessly charms Helen, chatting about local farmers markets and a new art exhibit in Soma. When the talk shifts to business, she subtly boosts Ethan. He's been pouring his heart into this project. She says, her tone warm but confident. The team's lucky to have him leading. Ethan squeezes her hand under the table, his nerves easing. Baxter, a gruff man with a sharp gaze, starts to soften. But then, he leans forward, his voice curious. "So how long have you two been an item?" Any talk of tying the knot. Ethan's pulse spikes, but Lila doesn't miss a beat. "Oh, we're just enjoying the ride for now." But Ethan's the kind of guy who makes you think about forever. She flashes a playful smile, and Ethan's breath catches. Is she acting, or is there truth in her words? They navigate the moment, their chemistry palpable, and by dessert, Baxter's sold. He signs the contract, clapping Ethan on the shoulder. You've got to keep her there, son. Don't let her go. Ethan meets Lila's eyes, his voice low. I won't. The next day, Richard burst into Ethan's office, his face a storm cloud. A barista. You brought a barista to a deal like that. Have you lost your mind? Ethan stands, his voice steady. Her name's Lila, Dad. She's smarter than half the execs in this building, and she helped me close that deal. I'm done with your games. And I know the truth. I'm not your son. Mom told me last night. I've spent my life chasing your approval, but no more. Richard's eyes widen, his anger faltering. Ethan presses on, his voice breaking. I love Lila. She's my partner, my future. If you can't respect that, we're through. The room falls silent. Richard's face crumples, and for the first time Ethan sees vulnerability in the man who raised him. I was wrong, Ethan. I pushed you because I thought it would make you strong. But I hurt you. Can you forgive me? Ethan steps forward, pulling his father into a stiff but heartfelt hug. I forgive you, Dad. But you need to meet Lila. Really meet her. Richard nods, his voice thick. I will, I swear it. Over the next few months, Carter Tech turns a corner. The AI project launches to rave reviews, securing Baxter Industries and saving the division. Ethan's named permanent head, his confidence soaring. Lila, with quiet support from Ethan, through an anonymous scholarship, re-enrolls at Berkeley Balancing School with her freelance work. Her education app, designed to help immigrant kids learn coding, goes viral in Bay Area schools. Her father's health stabilizes, and he attends her first app demo, his eyes shining with pride. One crisp evening, Ethan takes Lila to Twin Peaks, the city sprawling below them like a sea of stars. The wind tugs at their jackets as he takes her hand, his voice steady but full of emotion. Lila, you've changed everything. You showed me who I am, who I want to be. I want to build a life with you, a startup, a family, the whole deal. He pulls out a small ring, its diamond catching the fading light. Will you marry me? Lila's eyes glisten as she nods, her voice a whisper. Yes, Ethan. 1,000 times yes. They kiss, the city humming below their laughter, carried on the breeze. As they stand together, San Francisco's glow wrapping around them, Ethan knows this is only the start. They've faced doubts, fought for their dreams, and found each other in the chaos. In the heart of a city built on reinvention, they're writing a story of love, resilience, and a radiance that's uniquely theirs.